Welcome back to K-Ratio's Q&A, our interactive solution to problems submitted directly from you, the viewer. I'm Kyle Littner, and I'm here today to provide an answer to the number one question we received. This week, with overwhelming response, viewers asked, if freight volumes are increasing, why aren't freight rates increasing as well? The answer to that isn't as complicated as you may think, but first, let's set the stage with the current conditions. A quick peek at a baseline chart of FreightWave's National Tender Volume Index shows we're at 9,700 and climbing. Indexed to a value of 10,000 from March 1st, 2018, conditions seem to be normalizing from a load volume perspective and now sit at the highest level since January 15th. Price, however, remains a different story. The national long-haul rate has picked up from the $1.15 per mile low at the end of April, but the current level of $1.22 isn't much better and remains well below levels considered profitable for much of the trucking industry. So what gives then? If volumes are returning, why isn't price? Well, the answer is because of something we've discussed before here, but with very subtle changes. First, for further clarification, let's take a look at national tender rejections. As you can see, a chart of national tender rejections looks very similar to that of national rates per mile, both slowly inching higher but still below numbers seen before COVID, despite the fact that volume now exceeds pre-COVID levels. Apologies to those viewers who keep hearing this, but I'll repeat it until I'm blue in the face. Markets have a level of balance to them. We are always either in balance or out of balance. When price shot higher in response to COVID, we were out of balance. Same for when prices fell out of bed immediately thereafter. The market was searching for an equilibrium. When price stays flat or moves sideways, we are in harmony. And it's going to take something drastic to upset that equilibrium. Volumes inching higher simply will not do it. Shippers have grown accustomed to paying very low rates, and as have the carriers who can successfully operate in this low-rate environment. So what can and will move rates higher? Something other than this. This map displays the 2-week change in outbound tender rejections, with red being negative and blue positive, the depth of color representing the level of change. And that's a lot of white and light blues in the nation's biggest markets. We need an abrupt change, a spike in a major market in volume, or a major shortage of trucks. Without a shift in the supply-demand equilibrium, price will not react. Remember 2019 when everyone cried foul about low rates and said they couldn't possibly go any lower? Well, just because your business isn't profitable at these RPMs doesn't mean that everybody else has the same circumstance. It's going to take something drastic to elicit a change in price. And while lower capacity or higher volumes are the usual suspects, I'll throw out an alternative possibility. Lower volumes and not higher volumes might actually bring about a rally in price. And hear me out. As we've said before, destination matters most right now. Contract business is irregular, and there are no spot loads for a carrier to get the trucks to where they need to be. The only thing keeping companies in the black right now are low diesel costs, which allow for longer deadheads and empty miles. What if that diesel cost increased and carriers could no longer accommodate this situation? Well, a jump in cancellations would come next, and along with it, a jump in price. Again, a big thank you to all that continue to submit questions to our open and ongoing Q&A. If you keep sending them, we promise to keep answering them, so leave them in the comments below. Send them to info@k-ratio.com, or you can message me directly. And for all owner-operators and small fleets, our offer of free advisory services during quarantine times still exists. So for more information on how best to and for how long to lock in these low diesel prices, check us out at k-ratio.com. Please keep your questions coming, please stay safe, and thank you again for watching.